Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, guys. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Alhamdulillah. Another video, another week. Alhamdulillah. I've been posting consistently. I think I would say almost 2 months and a half now. And this week I kind of struggled to find a topic. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to talk about. There's a lot of ideas in my mind. Some of them took some time for me to actually not put on paper, but they are important topics, and I don't want to just talk about it without having some kind of preparation. So right now, I'm just gonna give you a life update for me, Alhamdulillah, and for you guys, those who are interested. And I'm gonna start with the Quran. I don't know if you've been watching my videos previously, but basically, I've been trying to reach a certain goals in terms of the fitness side, my Quran and my Arabic journey. I have posted some videos, so you guys can go ahead and watch those videos as well, inshallah. And I thought it would be a good idea as we are reaching the end of the year right now. We probably have like 3 more weeks before the end of the year, so I thought it would be a good idea for me to actually make an update video where I stand today and what are the plans for the next few weeks. And we're gonna start with none other than the Quran for once. Alhamdulillah. You guys can see my cover; it has my name on it. Alhamdulillah. Uh, but yeah, today I was actually the day where I do one of my lesson. So with one of the sheikh that I have, I I meet with him every Saturday. But the other one that I have, I meet with him 3 times a week. Actually, starting next week, it's gonna be 5 times a week. Yeah, 5 times a week. I started to increase the days that I wanted to meet him because I want to make sure I reach my goal by the end of the year. And we're gonna come back to that later. But anyway, today I missed my lesson. I didn't miss it. I didn't pass it. Yeah, I was ready for it, but for some reason, when the sheikh tested me, I was nervous. So I was making a lot of mistake. And he told me, okay, next week when you come back, we're gonna redo the portion that you were supposed to memorize today. And I was so salty because I actually was ready for that lesson. I woke up really early and I revised that lesson, but I kind of understood why he did that, and I felt like it's okay. But I'm still gonna move up a page and try to memorize it on my own, you know. But I'm gonna go ahead also at the same time and review that page. But that's what it is. Sometimes you're not gonna be at your best, and that's okay. And at the same time, you really have to make sure that you don't rush in the process. And this is something I want to tell myself first, to not rush too much up to a point where I actually mess it up. So the sheikh, he saw that I was not really ready, at least 100%. So he told me you have to redo that page, and I just say okay, and that's what it is with the Quran. You have to take your time. You have to make sure you will memorize properly, and make sure that you actually follow the sheikh advice at the same time too. It's annoying sometimes, but alhamdulillah, it's part of the process. And sometimes you're gonna have days like that where you're not gonna pass your lesson, and it's okay. You will just keep on moving and on pushing, inshallah. And yeah, so before I wrap it up with the Quran, I need to come back with the reason why I decided to do 4 days instead of 3 days with the other sheikh. And the reason is because, like I said, I have a goal by the end of the year to finish a certain portion. And for me to reach that goal and to maintain as well with my revision, I think it was only possible for me to do that if I increase those days. So I was doing 3 days at first with that one sheikh. Now I'm going to do, inshallah, starting next week, 5 days a week. It's going to be busy because it's going to be Monday through Friday, and then Saturday with the other sheikh that I only meet once a week. So 6 days a week. But I feel like it can only be good for me because actually when I have class with the shuyukh, it's just really helping me to stay consistent. Sometimes I be so lazy. I just want to go back to sleep after Fajr. But the fact that I have class at 7 a.m. with one of the sheikh, it really pushed me to stay, to memorize or to review my lessons. So to add 2 more days in that, it can only be beneficial for me. and it's going to push me to be more disciplined as well. So I think it's a good thing. I'm going to see how it goes for the at least for the next 3 weeks, how it goes, and if I really like it, I'm just going to keep on pushing and do that every month. And if I feel like it's too much, I'm just going to come back to 3 days. But we'll see how it goes, inshallah, and I'm going to update you. Now let's move on to the Arabic side. My Arabic learning has been good. I always find myself catching up to the lessons. And today I was studying the whole day. I was trying to catch up and make sure I'm ready for tomorrow's class. And man, it's getting harder. Yeah, it's getting harder. Right now we're on chapter 9, Medina book 2, and it's getting really hard, to be honest. Not hard, but there's a lot of rules you have to keep in mind now. And the teacher is going a little bit faster, which is what is expected. So you really have to keep up. Really have to make sure that you understand the rules that you use in the past, because every time you learn a new lesson, you come back with a new how you call it. They are still in that new lesson. You're still going to see those rules, and then you're going to know you're going to have to need you're going to have to know how to apply those rules. So if you keep on passing the other, just give me 1 second. If you keep on passing your class without making sure you understand the material that was before, you're gonna get lost for sure. So that's why I always try to go, because we have time 4 days a week. So those 3 days that we don't have class, I always try to make sure to go back on those chapters and make sure I understand properly. That way I can move on and follow along with the teacher. And so yeah, today I was studying as much as possible, and I'm gonna do the vocabs as soon as I finish this video. Make sure I review my vocab all the time. And I really like the Medina books because, like I said, every chapter you come back, you're gonna have a few words that are new, but most of them is those that you use in the past. So it's really good for you to for your memory retention, basically. So that's what it is. I think on this class we probably have, I would say, a month to a month and a, I would say, yeah, a month to a month and a half left. It's going to be really intensive, but this is the time we got to keep on pushing. Hopefully by Ramadan, inshallah, we're going to finish at least book 2 and then started with book 3. We'll see how it goes, but I want to make sure that I have inshallah, a strong foundation by that time, inshallah. And in terms of the fitness, I've been lacking, but alhamdulillah, I still have some gains in me. And I would say, like, probably like 3 days ago, I started back doing my push-ups and my abs, like almost consistently. And alhamdulillah, I'm pretty happy with the result. And mostly on that side, I'm mainly focusing on the food, the way I eat. I try to make sure I eat clean, at least almost all the time. Sometimes, of course, I'm just gonna go to the fast food and eat by myself or with some friends and stuff like that. But most of the time, I try to eat at the right time and not eat too much. If I eat too much carbs, it's not gonna be good for me. So right now, I'm trying to cut as much as possible. So most of the time, my meals, we're gonna have proteins a lot, eggs, steak, chicken breast. What else? That along with salad, lettuce, avocado, stuff like that. Basically, I'm just trying to keep it as simple as possible, but really nutritious as much as possible. And it's been working good. It's been working good. And I feel like the the food that you eat is really the game changer. And I mean, this is common sense for most of the time. 80% of what you do in terms of your body is related to the food that you eat, and the rest, the 20% that are left, is the workout that you're going to do. So, alhamdulillah. But yeah, that was my update for this week. If you have any goals, if you're trying to finish strong for the year, I encourage you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for you to believe in yourself and to keep on pushing. There's gonna be days you're not gonna want to do anything. And I'm one of them when sometimes I don't feel like doing anything. And I don't, subhanallah. But I'm still gonna be consistent, for example, with my prayers, or at least reading some Quran or something like that, you know, even though sometimes you're not going to be at your 100%, you still want to make sure you maintain some kind of level of consistency in terms of your action that you do on the daily. Let's say you used to read 5 pages of Quran every day. Maybe that day you're not going to do that, you're just going to read two, but at least you did something, for example. Or in terms of working out, for example, maybe one day you're not going to work out, but you're not going to go and eat fast food that whole day and don't watch what you eat, for example. And in terms of the Quran, maybe today you're not going to watch a lesson that is related to your class, but at the same time, you're still going to study or review your vocabs, for example. Some things like that. At least you do something that is really small and you stay consistent on those. And then other days you're gonna be at your best. And Alhamdulillah, this is when you have to take your chance as much as possible. So I encourage you guys to keep on pushing yourself beyond the new year that's coming up. So anyway, right now we take those opportunities in front of us. It's the end of the year, and most of the time we all have that kind of mindset where we want to close on our goals. So we have to take advantage of these opportunities, whether you're Muslim or not. And so yeah, that's about it. I'm a cut it off right now because I think I said everything I wanted to say. Just keep on pushing yourself. Make sure to pray, to make dua for me, to make dua for yourself, and then to strive. If you want to memorize the Quran, just start. If you want to learn Arabic, just start. If you want to open a new business, just do that. Subhanallah, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is here for all of us. So just make sure to keep on striving to make dua and to use the means that He has given you. If you like this video, if you gain something out of it, please make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the button. It's really helping me a lot. And make sure to comment also if you have any advice, if you have any suggestions. I'm willing to take them. And yeah, that's about it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, guys. Alhamdulillah.